Good morning. Welcome to the Evolution episode. Where are we at? I lost track. 369, 368. I set this up about a half an hour ago. Lost track of where I'm at. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Welcome back to Hobby Evolution. Took yesterday off, which was kind of day by though during the week. It's kind of day by day. So what's up, Zach? Good morning. So just some personal updates. I did lose my uncle. He passed away Sunday morning. Good morning, Dan. So he did lose the battle with COVID. He was fully vaccinated. He did have a lot of underlying health issues, and he did it on his own terms. He had some bouts. Mornings and nights were really bad. So I know that my mom had taken my aunt down to the hospital both Friday and Saturday. Got a call they were not going to go down there Saturday, but he was not doing well Saturday morning. Seemed to perk up in the afternoon. Thanks, guys. Good morning, Herman. Thanks, guys. So my mom called Sunday and said that he made the decision to be taken off oxygen. So yeah, so he passed away. So COVID is real. It sucks. Um, so that's that. So I wanted to talk about eBay today, and promoted listings. I about a week ago, about a week ago, it was Labor Day weekend. I just my goal was 6,000 active listings by October 1st. I'm not going to hit that goal. It's actually been September's been a busier month than I had anticipated. And with the listings that I have been able to get up, my sales have increased, which means I have to spend more time shipping. So it's just that balancing act that I'm not able to juggle both things. So I'm not going to reach the goal. So I'm just going to push to do as much as I can and get as many listings up by October 1st. One thing that is slowing me down is I've got a monster box of 2019 Topps Heritage Miners that I went through last week and I sorted by player. So I'm going to do player lots. All the pictures have been uploaded. Now I'm just typing out the descriptions, but I have to go through because some lots are 6, some are 8, some are 9. So it does slow me down. I'm not as fast with the lots because there's just more, you're doing more. So I've got about, I'm a third, maybe a fourth, maybe a quarter of the way through. I was really pushing to get these listed on Sunday night, but we had a beautiful day Sunday. So Sunday I spent like all day outside. I mowed. I overseeded for the first time. I have never been so. As recent as like 5 or 6 years ago, I could care less about my lawn. But the older I get, it's like that's kind of like I now. I never thought I would be a lawn guy, but I've turned into a lawn guy. I've got some, especially up front, like along the curb. A lot of the grass gets killed from basically what happens when the snowblower or snowplow comes through. There's like just rocks and all that debris up on my grass. I should have probably seeded that in the spring because there's a lot of bare spots. So I'll just know that I'll probably have to do it again. So I laid a lot of soil down and seeded, and then I just overseeded the backyard. What's up, Andrew? Good morning. Finally got in the stream when you're live. Double A Cards on Twitter. Well, thanks. Appreciate it. Thanks for checking in live. Zach loves lots. I just scored an awesome Jose lot, 16 cents a card with shipping. That is great. Here's the thing I'm going to touch on lots real quick. Here's the thing that I find difficult as a seller is the shipping. So a lot of these guys from 2019 Heritage Miners, I have to set the prices at like a buck a card. And the more cards I have, like the per card cost is a little less. Because I've kind of been like 650 to 750 is kind of the range that I'm in. So I'm setting most of these prices at 650. But if I have to ship to like California, that's $3.35. So it's in the Heritage Miners are thicker stock, so I can't. If it's a 6 card lot, I really can't get away with shipping in a plain white envelope because they are kind of thick. Those 6, I might be able to get away with. 7, 8, 9, definitely not. I'll have to bubble mailer it. So I'm trying to think of some language to put in the item description. I will offer bulk discounts. I would hope that if somebody wants like a whole bunch of lots, they would message me, which has happened. And it's like, okay, here, like Topps Pro Debut, I had somebody buy like 30 player lots, and I said, okay, here's the price, what I can do on when you're buying multiple. So that's what I find difficult as a seller on lots, especially when it's like low. Like Zach's talking about 16 cents. I can't price it at 16 cents. And I bet that was that on Sport Lots? Like on eBay, it's really tough to do, 10 card player lots for super cheap like that. Took this week off, and now it's supposed to rain all week. Bummer. I'm actually hoping for rain because I did all the seeding. So I watered after I laid it all down. I watered, had the sprinklers going Sunday afternoon, evening. And then we got some rain yesterday morning. We got a storm last night. Looks like it's going to rain again today. So I'm happy. We're going to get some cooler weather, which is perfect. It was really warm on Sunday, which is not ideal for seeding the lawn, but it's September and we've got some cooler weather. We have cool nights. We have cool weather coming. I think the highs are only going to be in the 60s the rest of this week. Andrew is just south of Kankakee. Very cool. I have one of my clients and a friend is in Kankakee, and he actually works for a company that does, soil stuff. Let's see. Dan would be a lawn guy. East Central Illinois to get over to normal to Mike's shop. Yeah, Mike's shop is awesome, especially if you love like 80s and 90s stuff, because I have to show off. I haven't taken pictures of everything. And in fact, I haven't even unloaded the 30,000-ish cards that we traded. But there's a couple other oddball items that I haven't showed off yet. They're still in my car also. Dan went to EIU eBay auction that I bid on my desired price. Shocked I won. Very nice. What's up, Diego? Good morning. Speaking of auctions, so Bowman Chrome comes out tomorrow. Normally I'm not a Bowman Chrome guy, but I love the Cubs checklist. Christian Hernandez, unfortunately, he's like the it guy for this product. So that means all of the Cubs team breaks. All of the Cubs team breaks are super expensive. So I'm bidding on a couple. But besides, if I lose out, because it's getting to the point where it's like, I don't know if I want to spend this much money on a Bowman Chrome break. So I feel if I don't win one of these auctions, what I'll do is I'll just have to buy the singles outside of Christian Hernandez, because his prices are carrying the Cubs team breaks, and I'll probably be able to get Kevin Made, Rafael Morel, Yohendrick Pinango. Those are the first Bowman Chrome autos for Cubs, much cheaper than what a break would do. Did Deep Fried ever post one? I forgot to check last night. I'm bidding on a couple eBay auctions. I know that somebody posted, there was one that was posted $300 for a Cubs team break, and it was the HTA. Now remember, I'm a quantity guy, so I like those base cards. So the HTA boxes are only autos. So there's 3 autos per box. That's it. 3 cards per box, and they're autographs. So it was 36 autographs for $300. So there is a decent sized Cubs autograph checklist. I think there might be 6 autos. No, I don't think there's that many. Maybe 4 or 5. Well, because there's Hernandez, Pinango, Ade, Morel. So there's at least 4. But for $300, no thanks. I want the hobby. The auctions I'm bidding on are hobby, and so there's 6 boxes of hobby, which you get the base cards, and then I hate when I don't notice when it's an H. So true. One of the last breaks I did was an HTA, and it was only, I say only, but I could have bought a nice card. I think I spent like $60 or $65. Guess what? There wasn't a Cub. So I spent $65 for nothing, because I didn't realize, I didn't read close enough. It was an HTA box or case. So that was a huge bummer. I wasted $60 or whatever it was. So Bowman Chromes, I'm like on the fence of buying a box or two. You guys are talking crazy money. Bowman Chrome boxes are, I think, $210 on Blowout. I'm really tempted to buy a box or two, but I'm gonna hold off until because I'd rather spend $200 on a Cubs break than a box. But if I buy a box, maybe I get lucky and I get a Cubs autograph, and then the rest I can sell. So it's kind of one of those deals. So we'll see. Blake should post a case break. Okay, I will. I'll be on the lookout because the next. I know some of the auctions I'm bidding on are ending tonight. Product releases and the breaks I think will be tomorrow. So today and tomorrow will be pretty hot and heavy, I think, on people listing and getting those breaks out. I saw it was Midwest box breaks. They had like 6 case breaks. Cubs were sold out on everyone. I saw one like 19 teams remaining, and I'm like, sweet, I've got a chance. Of course not, because Cubs are like in this product. Cubs are like the Yankees. Everybody wants it, and it's super high priced. So I'm pretty much I keep bidding higher and higher, and now it's to the point where if I get outbid, I'm done. I'll buy a box or two, and if I get a Cub, awesome, and I can resell, sell some singles and hopefully recoup my money. What does HTA stand for? That's a great question. I don't know. I just know it's autograph only. HTA stands for. You typically have good luck with packs. Don't jinx me. I got HTA and Hobby Box coming from Blowout. HTA might be coming today. That's awesome. Blowout's been good. Yeah. So if you're in Illinois, Blowout's great because they'll ship like Monday, and it's a 1 or 2. It's have those autos. It's a 1 or 2 day transit from Virginia. I think they're in Winchester. Because I always get my. Is it really have those autos? I always get my hobby, like if I order from Blowout, pending FedEx or UPS, I get them on release day. Like the last, what did I buy last time? Oh, the Pro Debut. Was it Pro Debut? I think it was. That was a joke. It sounds real. It sounds like it could be. It sounds kind of goofy, but it sounds like it could be. Because HTA, like I've never heard, like what does it actually stand for? It very well could be have those autos. So let's talk eBay. So I did all of those listings Labor Day weekend. I mentioned I posted 1,000 cards over Labor Day weekend using File Exchange. And using File Exchange, I haven't figured it out. I haven't even tried to figure it out. Because I'll just go later and do kind of a bulk. Thought it was Home Team Advantage. Actually, Diego, that does sound accurate. Home Team Advantage does sound, because I remember I have seen what it stands for, and it like and for some reason I remember it standing for something that to me didn't make sense. Like I don't get it. So that does sound familiar. I get mine on release day down here too. Yeah, so Georgia to Virginia, 1 or 2 day transit. So because they were once regionally distributed. Interesting. Okay, Diego with the dropping the knowledge. I like it. So I don't promote the listings using the File Exchange. I can probably figure it out, but at this point it's like I'll just go, once I get 1,000 listings, I'll go back in. So I realized my sales I had been, but based on like I just keep adding, more. It wasn't rising, given the amount of new listings I had been putting in. And then I realized, 15th, so 6 days ago, I went in and there were 1,900 listings that I had not promoted. My connection is unstable, so I apologize. Just as I'm getting to my subject matter, my topic of the day. Um, so I had 1,900. What's up, Jenny? Good morning. I had 1,900 listings not promoted. And I like to promote every item, and there's strategy behind that. I can get into that another time. Um, no, there's no HTA logo or anything. It's just basically the HTA boxes are like, it's basically the same as like a jumbo box compared to a hobby box. Because I think Bowman Chrome, it's only hobby box and HTA. So it's either the hobby box or the HTA box with only autos. And then there's no difference. It's just autos in the boxes, no stamps or anything like that. So I went in 1,900 listings. So I started a new promoted campaign. And when I do promoted listings, I do the eBay, I guess it's their recommended percent on the promotion. So, say you promote this and you pay 5% of the sell price, to what they do, and of your final value fees. I know it's another fee to add on, but I've had a lot of success, especially on like some stagnant items. And there could be some strategy where you can pick and choose, and I actually do kind of pick and choose sometimes. But again, I can save that for another time, because that's just kind of digging a separate wormhole. So I want to talk about the success or lack of success that these promoted listings. So I wanted to check, and I wrote it on my whiteboard. Okay, I'm missing 1,900 items that are not being promoted. Let's check days later. So I didn't have anything else. So on September 15th, 6 days ago, things were promoted. At that time, before I hit the promote, my 30-day, and these are 30-day numbers, my 30-day impressions were 3.47 million. Impressions are eyeballs. So that just means, that doesn't mean a click, that doesn't mean a view, that doesn't mean a sale or anything like that. An impression is just, you're scrolling, say Dan's looking for Mark Burley, and I have a Mark Burley rookie auto. I don't even know if one exists, but we'll save that. So Mark Burley rookie auto, and I have a promoted one, and Dan sees my promoted listing, but I'm so he keeps scrolling. That's an impression. So that's one impression. Dan sees my listing, but he doesn't make action. There's no action. It's just, I've impressed upon Dan my Mark Burley, overpriced Mark Burley rookie auto. So that's an impression. 3.47 million last week on the promoted listings. Generated 4,827 clicks over that 30-day period. I sold 306 items via promoted listings in the 30-day period. So that was 6 days ago. So we'll go to, I was kind of disappointed with my 6 days later, the stats didn't really increase much. So my impressions went from 3.47 million to 3.75 million. So there was a boost, but not as big of a boost as I had hoped for. It generated 4,928 clicks, so only about 150 additional clicks in 6 days for 1,900 promoted listings. And my number of sales only went up by 4. So my 30-day number a week ago was 306. My 30-day number right now is 310. And it's actually generated, my 30-day window is actually less in sales dollars for promoted listings. So I was kind of disappointed by those, but I was happy with the uh, the last few days. It's really boosted. And sometimes when you get into these campaigns, it does take a little time for them to generate, because I'll go back. And so that was what, September 15th. So September 14th, I had only had 81,000 promoted impressions. But then on the 15th, that number went up to 110,000. And then that number went up to 140,000 the following day, and it keeps rising. September 17th was 150,000, 163,000 on the 18th. It peaked on September 19th, which was what day? Sunday, makes sense. 193,000 impressions, promoted impressions on Sunday. Yesterday was still pretty high, 172,000. So within the last 3-4 days, those promoted impressions have gone up. And like I said, impressions don't mean, well, they do mean squat. So impressions, the more impressions you have, it's kind of like, the more, it's a numbers game. The more impressions you have, the more likely it is that you'll have clicks. Clicks lead to sales. Sales lead to dollar signs. So even though impressions don't directly lead to a sale, in some instances they do. And the more impressions you have, it will lead to more. Some of these campaigns, you're not going to see instant results. Sometimes, yeah, that period, but it does take time to see those results via the impression tracked, especially over the last 3-4 days. Now I want to get into promoted listings advanced. So promoted listings advanced, my impressions are limited to those I can do of my parents. So I received an email from eBay, I believe yesterday. They have a new program out. It's called Promoted Listings Advanced. It's in beta. So basically, this is basically, if you're familiar with Google AdWords, Facebook ads, if you've done any type of social media campaigns, the pay-per-click model, this new Promoted Listings Advanced is basically a pay-per-click model where you can set a daily budget. So, and I'm sure it's based on keywords. So it's not like individual listings. It's on, keywords. It could be, I'm going to use Dan again, Mark Burley autograph, or, a rare Mark Burley card that Dan's looking for. So I can spend, say I set my daily budget $10 a day on Mark Burley or Mark Burley autograph. And you can set that daily budget. Once it hits that daily budget, eBay knows, okay, $10 gets you X. So $10 is they can't guarantee you sales, but they can guarantee you impressions. So Mark Burley auto at $10 spend per day will garner, I don't know, say 1,000. I don't know if that's realistic or not. 1,000 impressions. Or say I have Topps Heritage Miners. I'm going to list 175, 180 player lots of 2019 Heritage Miners. So I can do 2019 Topps Heritage Miners. So I am targeting specifically people looking for 2019 Topps Heritage Miners. The more specific you get, the more likely, if you're priced right and, have everything, all your ducks in a row, it leads to more sales. So I found this interesting. While I find it interesting, I don't find it interesting for myself. I like the main model. And again, this is just in beta right now. I am not going to sign up yet. Once I get some more listings added, I may play around with it in October. But at this point, I watched the video. I read a little bit about it. I'm not interested in using this tool at this point. But it's interesting. And if you're into the pay-per-click model, it does drill down because right now the promoted listings is pretty generic. It spreads a wide swath of, I want to promote this. Um, Here, this was an extra Heritage. This DL Hall 2019 Heritage Miners. It's 99 cents free shipping. Boom, 5%. Let it fly. Where now you can actually target, whether it can be specific like 2019 Heritage Miners DL Hall, or it can be 2019 Heritage Miners, or it can be Topps Heritage. It can be anything you want, and you set your spend. I only want to spend $5 a day, $10 a day. Maybe it's $100 a day if you have a large store. So I do find that interesting pay-per-click model for promoted listings. It is in beta, so I don't think I don't think it's available for all sellers. Just whoever was selected. But be on the lookout for that. I do find it interesting. I kind of like the pay-per-click model. Again, right now it's not for me, but for those that want to go down that path, it's a good option. So that's about all I had for today. I just wanted to touch on the promoted listings. I got that email and I thought, okay, that's a good time to bring the advanced promoted listings up, and I can look at my numbers over the last week, since I did add almost 2,000 promoted almost 2,000 items in a week ago. So just provide an update on that. The rest of this week, Bowman Chrome releases tomorrow. So the auctions I'm bidding on for the Cubs team break end tonight. So depending on how I do with those auctions, if they go for higher than, and they very well might, because I keep upping my bid, but I'm maxed, not going to bid anymore. So if I do get outbid, I'll probably just buy a couple hobby boxes and keep the Cubs and hopefully pull some hits to pay for the boxes. But we all know how that goes. How close are you to the Ryder Cup? I am pretty close. I believe is it on one of the courses in Milwaukee? I mean, by pretty close, I mean like an hour and a half. Milwaukee's an hour and a half, and I believe it's at one of those courses. One of my coworkers is going. I think he has tickets for, I know he's going to the practice round, and he has tickets for, I think, Kohler. Okay. Yeah, Kohler's a little further. It's about 2 hours. Very nice course though. You're going Friday. Very cool. Kohler has a pretty cool, my wife and I went up to Kohler a few years ago. It's like the President's Club. It's a hotel. It kind of sucked. To be honest with you. I don't golf. There's if you're a golfer, Kohler is awesome. But we went up there. We toured the Kohler. They have some cool, like if you're into toilets and bathrooms, Kohler's a pretty cool place. So we toured the Kohler showroom. There's some pretty cool things in the bathroom world. Smart toilets are a thing. So we did that. There's like some shops. That's totally like, yeah, I don't want to sound sexist here, but it's geared toward the ladies. I didn't really enjoy the shops. We went back. We had dinner. We had reservation. We set our reservations early because we thought, well, it's a nice restaurant. Usually nice restaurants take their time. Not the case here. We were like done in 30 minutes, and it's like, okay, now what? So we asked like the front desk, like, is there anything? And they're like, well, you can go to Sheboygan. It's like, we don't want to. There's nothing in Kohler that's open after 7 p.m. So we legit. This is what happened. So we go to the gift shop and buy a deck of cards, and we played rummy the rest of the night in our hotel room. So yeah, but it's if you're into golf, it's great. If it's a ladies' weekend, I think the women would enjoy doing like a spa and going to the shops. But I don't golf, and it was just kind of, it's like, okay, we did it. Never going to do it again. My son is going to the Ryder Cup practice round today. He got free tickets from his golf lesson. Awesome. Grandpa's going, not me. Well, that's a bummer. Sounds like a happening place. Yeah, Kohler, Wisconsin is not a happening place. Everything's closed at 6 p.m. it seems. But they have nice golf courses. So yeah, Kohler's about 2 hours from where I'm at. So yeah, I have a coworker that's going. I know he's going Friday, and then I think if there's one of the other days, Saturday or Sunday. Oh, Sunday, because he had tickets to the Notre Dame Wisconsin game on Saturday, and then he had Ryder Cup on Sunday, and then I think he's going on Friday. So he's got a busy 3-day weekend. So that's what I had for today. Thanks for tuning in. I've got to run. I'm not sure if I'll go live tomorrow or not. I keep teasing the news. I don't know when I'm going to make that announcement, but some fun things are happening. Probably in the next again by October 1st. That's all I'm going to say is I'll have some exciting news to share by October 1st. And possibly sooner. So that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Awesome chat today. Andrew, it was great having you in the live chat today. Diego, thanks for dropping so much knowledge on us. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and we'll talk again.